This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. How fast? This is literally just the tape.
Ball mostly as a runner the last couple of years, but now we see him as the lead dog as a passer, and that time he's nearly picked off.
They were denied on a previous series, had to punt. The lefty firing, completing. First catch of the day for Bryce Lance. He had 75 a year ago. First in the FCS in receiving touchdowns as well.
You don't have to be overly concerned about Bryce Lance beating you deep. They're going to have a lot of stop type of routes.
Of what we implemented at Duke to the Citadel, and it's been great to be back and get that done.
Play action, Peyton looking deep. Incomplete. Some contact. I think Williams might have had an argument that he got bumped by the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I was getting ready to say Bryce Lance may have gotten away with a little bit of offensive pass interference. I know the man to my left may have wanted that call a little more than obviously the folks in Bison green and gold there, but you see it right here. There's contact there.
Play and set him up at least to be inside of Ozik's range for a field goal with 1:50 to go. Peyton in and out of the hands. Boy, Lance usually much more sure-handed than that.
Yeah, he let it get into his body. He knows better. And see, that's why he's patting his chest. He knows he's supposed to catch this football with his hands. Watch how it gets in on his chest. Cole Peyton, excellent job. Nice throw right in the pocket. He lets it get to his body, and that's why that ball's incomplete. He acknowledges it right away.
Tight end saving a touchdown at least for now. So Peyton, one of the best red zone offenses last year. Lance trying to turn it outside toward the pylon. And he stopped shy of the goal line.
On the carry for NDSU.
The Bison will try to convert again. They've done so just once in 5 third-down tries, and completing for the first down right in front of the sideline. And there is Lance. Do you think it helped when they played catch in the backyard, him developing his receiving skills?
Absolutely. And getting back to, not only is that a nice little route there.
How many wins on Power 4 program fields in particular over the years? Peyton, slant, Lance. And then he breaks away. Finally knocked down shy of midfield.
As we get another look here, watch Peyton. Nice read there. Goes out to his left. And then the freshman just slides off of Lance. And Lance is able to get upfield and pick up some positive yardage.
And even, I think, aware at the time they'd moved to D1 or had fully gotten the certification. Firing is Hayes, and completing for another first down. That time, Lance.
Here early on, Peyton in the shotgun. Chucks it across the middle, finds his man inside the 10-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Peyton orchestrating. Now he's got a little bit of time, slings it over, and that's going to be Lance who catches it at about the 35-yard line before he's brought down. A lot of local players, which Nashville, a hotbed for football in the high schools, able to pull some down here, slinging it here and finding Lance inside the 10-yard line. Lance with a big chunk play there. Peyton in the shotgun. Tigers crowding up a bit, now under pressure. Peyton rolling out, throwing it toward the back of the end zone. Nothing going on that play.
Prone to give up the big play.
Conklin and Bryce Lance to the bottom of your screen. He's looking that way as Peyton with a nice block from Logan Conklin to Bryce Lance, who shakes off a tackle. Down the sidelines goes Bryce Lance. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown! 75 yards.
Well, and who did he go celebrate with first? Logan Conklin right there. Look at this block right here. Does a nice job of just bringing him free. And then you see the speed from Bryce Lance. I was just going to talk about this a little bit. It's almost like Is he off to a slow start? He had 7 catches through 2 games, no touchdowns after the record-breaking season a year ago.
Got to get to the SEMO 27. Payton zings that one, incomplete, knocked away from Bryce Lance. Nicely defended.
To at least throw Bryce Lance off. This is going to be a really good look at it. You see just a comeback route there, and he has a chance. Now that's probably one Bryce Lance is going to say he should have came up with.
73 total yards of offense for NDSU. Play fake here to Scott. He wants the deep ball for Lance, and he's got him again. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 30-yard line. Big time reception. That's a gain of 45.
Oh, and I love the play call here from Dan Larson. You go big, heavy personnel. You get everyone from SEMO expecting the run, and then you just run a max protect 2-man route there, and just a little corner route type route there from Bryce Lance. And number 9 and number 5 finding their connection here today.
Payton changing things up as they'll throw again here on first down. He wants another deep ball. He's got Bryce Lance in stride. He's tiptoes the sideline, out of bounds. Another big-time reception from Bryce Lance. They'll mark him out of the 38-yard line.
Oh, really good job of changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Probably checked into this pass or just saw something in the secondary and said.
Starting linebacker out with injury, not playing today. It's a 3rd down and 3. Bison have yet to convert on 3rd down. Little bubble screen here to Lance, who's going to try to spin his way forward. They're going to mark him short, though, of the 1st down, and it's going to be 4th and 1.
Really nice individual effort here from LaTravion Thompson. Again, anytime someone brings a blitz, you feel like you have a good shot with the screen.
Entering this season, clock running. Bison have 2 timeouts to work with 90 seconds, and now Payton flushed here. Umpire went down as he throws this one out of bounds and incomplete as they take over their first possession of the second half at the 34-yard line. Payton flushed here, evades pressure on the run. That one caught, but it's going to be out of bounds. There's a heck of a catch along the sideline by Bryce Lance, but he's out of bounds.
We're going to see Trey Lisley, number 8. You're expecting him to come down here, and he doesn't. Gets pressure in the face. Cole Payton right away. That is.
Woo. Our First Western Bank and Trust down in distance for the 3rd down and 2. Payton slings that, nearly intercepted. Knox. From the 23. Little jet sweep to Bryce Lance to start. Cuts back, and he's got a 1st down for the All-American. His first carry of the game out to the 35-yard line before he's brought down in that game. That was a huge difference maker in how the game began. Bison moving on their opening drive with a little play fake. Payton wants Lance deep. He's got him. Lance inside the 10 before he's pushed out of bounds. That's be a gain of 32.
Well, right in front of Mikey Munn as well. And this is what we were talking about in terms of just like, it's just been different. I mean, this is not an easy throw. I mean, from that replay.
Session as well here in this opening quarter. Remember, the Coyotes had just 4 plays. Payton wants the end zone for Bryce Lance, incomplete. Good coverage on the back end.
He's slightly underthrown, trying to get a little bit of a double move. See Bryce Lance, you see him right there, kind of look outside and then trying to come back.
Good breakup.
It just really, I mean, it's, again, you just got to tip your cap on that one. That's just really good defense there.
5-yard line. So far, USD has offered no resistance defensively. As Payton will throw out of his own end zone. He's got Bryce Lance wide open. Lance all the way out near midfield. That's a gain of 42.
And I love the decision. Yeah, I love the decision here from Dan Larson. You get tight, everyone tighten up. You think it's going to be a run, and then you just run this deep post here from Bryce Lance. He's wide open over the middle of the field. No one's sitting there. As both safeties kind of committed.
50 yards. They already have 306 total yards of offense. 1st down and goal to go. To the end zone. Touchdown! Bryce Lance! How do you defend it?
You're right. I was just going to say, I mean, just kind of pick your poison here, especially on this drive. It was Barika Penn, it was DJ Scott, it was Cole Payton. Now you go to the All-American Bryce Lance. He puts it right over the helmet of the defender.
It's the 2nd down and 9. Down to 2:15 remaining in the first half as Payton finds Lance again. It's too easy. Lance gets all the way out to the 41-yard line for a gain of 23.
Oh, you're right. It's just pitch and catch at this point. You see a nice job of looking off the safety and then just coming right back to Bryce Lance, buying himself just enough time. And this is that middle eight where Coach Polisic has talked so much about. And they have been dynamite so far.
Have gone this year for the 6'3", 219-pound junior out of St. Charles, Illinois. He'll sling it here on second down. That one knocked away, and we got a penalty flag in the area trying to hit Bryce Lance.
Pretty easy penalty.
Pass interference, defense number 25. This will be a spot foul and an automatic first down.
You know, going back to what South Dakota has schedule-wise, there's also this caveat with it too, Kyle. They play 12 straight weeks.
Tight end shifts to the right. That's Carson Williams. Peyton with time. Over the middle. Open man. Caught by Bryce Lance. Heads to the numbers. Stays in bounds, although he is tripped up near the Redbird bench. It's still a Bison first down, and they move into plus territory.
Just drops it in the bucket. Bison hurrying up right here.
Decent coverage by Reese Edwards. A 2nd and 12. Tash with Peyton to operate. Quick throw to single coverage to the end zone. Back shoulder grab. A Bison touchdown. Bryce Lance with the catch. And once more answering a Redbird score. Number 1 and number 6 in a battle in normal.
First time as they go to work from the 25-yard line. Little jet sweep to Bryce Lance. Lance makes a cut. Look out into the open field. Mr. Marshall. He may go. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Number 5. 75 yards.
Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Well, how about that start, Don? I mean, it's unbelievable. Giving the Bryce Lance, he's done it in pretty much every other way. He's scored touchdown. He's got his quarterback downfield blocking for him as well, and just a nice easy trot all the way, barely even touched. First down.
Officially say 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. As Peyton into the flat for Bryce Lance. Gets a nice block up the field. Look at that. Shakes off a guy and picked up a first down. Good blocking from Makai Collins down the field as Pierre was in on the tackle.
No, you're right, Dom. I mean, this looked like a play that wasn't a lot going on right away. Makai Collins does a nice job of hanging onto his block for a long time. This is tough as a receiver right there to get his hands around him and allow Bryce Lance to break a couple tackles and pick up a first down.
Of the game. Peyton. O-line picked it up. That's a low throw and incomplete. Trying to hit Lance. And the SIU defense comes up with a hold. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, we just talked about it. Switched it up, went back to man-to-man, brought a little bit of pressure, and this is just not a great route. Anytime when you just have, it's got to come out just a little bit earlier.
That's a rare drop from Bryce. They'll go hurry up. Peyton wants the deep ball going down the field for Bryce Lance. He's got him in stride inside the 10. That's a gain of 51.
It's just like a matter of time at this point of when you're going to get a go ball to Bryce Lance, and more times than not, they find a way to connect, and they do it again in a big-time way right there.
Look at how they flip the field here. They're actually going to mark this a few yards up at the 9-yard line. Clock running. Peyton to the end zone. Touchdown! Bryce Lance has done it again.
Well, when things are struggling, I commented it was maybe a little clunky. Just go back to this guy. I mean, this is a perfectly thrown ball. Back shoulder there. Puts it right in a spot where no one can get to it except for his guy. Bryce Lance comes up with another big-time touchdown, and what a drive there.
His parents were down here consoling him. A tough scene down here, guys. Back up to you.
Thanks, Sam, for that. As Diggins out, and that's a reception on the far sideline for Bryce Lance. As Peyton hit him in stride. It's going to get out to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 14. You saw that. I wouldn't say dead, but it's close to it here. in Terre Haute on a beautiful Saturday afternoon as Peyton is flushed here. Now he'll use his legs, trying to get away from Gajewski to the outside to Bryce Lance, who makes the reception. He'll step out of bounds. They're going to mark him up here at the 43. Some more wizardry from 9 to 5.
That's why we just keep talking about it. It's just unfair. I mean, you take a look. I mean, you got everything you want there. Gajewski has his hands on him, it looks like, and then Cole Peyton just kind of does it 360 and gets to the outside, and you know, lo and behold, guess who's sitting there waiting?
On first down, look at the time. Just waiting. Now we'll throw back across the field to Lance, who reaches up and catches it. He's got another first down before he's brought down at the 17-yard line, a gain of 16.
Well, you mentioned it, Dom. Cole Peyton comes to the line of scrimmage and he checks it, right? Because they showed about 7, 8 guys along the line. Indiana State actually drops out. They dropped 8 different guys, and that's why he had so much time to just kind of scan.
For Kyle Emanuel, our great crew, I'm Dom Izzo. Bison in a dogfight so far in this first half as Peyton hits Bryce Lance on a screen here. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. NDSU up to 360 now total yards of offense on a 2nd down and 7. Peyton wants to throw. Going downfield for Bryce Lance, who's waiting for it, and Lance has got it. Trying to break away from a tackle all the way to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 41 yards.
And we haven't seen a ton of this again. Nope. Before this throw, under 100 yards passing, and can't imagine this was an easy one, not only to throw, but to catch. And Bryce, you could say, you're right, Dom, he's just kind of sitting there waiting underneath it.
3-by-1 set. Peyton to the air. That ball is caught for a first down. Bryce Lance, his first catch of the night, is 27th of the season. He is the big play maker for North Dakota State in the passing game.
And Bison fans will know all too well about this guy, Bryce Lance, brother to Trey Lance. Good route on the outside against the best cover corner, Isaiah Johnson, working back to the football.
Cole Peyton in the offense back on for the 2nd time tonight. Their first drive, an impressive one. To the air on first down, and this one is caught, and a chance for a big play. That's Bryce Lance. He's down inside the 30. Quick slant and a big run after the catch.
RPO, just a single route to the outside. It's the slant for Bryce Lance. Watch how the safety steps down. Throw in right off of the ear of Kobe Bretz. That is a great job and great throw from Cole Peyton.
Peyton stands in, throws, and that ball is caught. Bryce Lance once again, a little bit of a back shoulder throw there. Lance coming out of his break for a gain of 26.
Perfect throw here. Isaiah Johnson's in great position. There's no pass interference there. That is a perfect throw from Cole Peyton, and a good job from Bryce Lance reacting back to the football. Knows he's going to take a shot from Jalen Lee.
Way with the touchdown. See the numbers last year in the semifinals. This shot to the end zone, and a flag comes in. Isaiah Johnson in coverage. That's a matchup we're going to see a lot tonight. So far, advantage Lance.
Pass interference, defense, number 0. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic, first down.
Offensive line. And a sophomore, Bo Johnson, over at left tackle that they say is coming on strong. One-on-one to the outside. It's another catch for Bryce Lance. The senior from Marshall, Minnesota, has had a huge game. This one good for 27.
And both times they've walked up Isaiah Johnson into press man coverage, they've thrown it to Bryce Lance. I think they've recognized in one-on-one situations, they like that matchup. He wins on the outside, and a good throw from Cole Peyton.
Bison 3 of 5 on 3rd down tonight. They've got 3rd and 8 here. Pressure comes. Peyton gets rid of it, and he's able to find Bryce Lance once again for a first down.
It was against Isaiah Johnson earlier. Now it's Jaden Oliver into the boundary at corner. And the Jackrabbits defense, and in this secondary, they do not have an answer for Bryce Lance. Another 3rd and long. They go simple curl route into the boundary.
All right, the Bison back end of that defense getting thin with injuries we talked about in the kickoff show. Here's Peyton to the outside. Hello, Bryce Lance. His first reception of the game. Gets out to the 39-yard line and a gain of 14.
Well, it's never a bad idea to throw it to Bryce Lance, but I will say that, I mean, if Peyton's able to get to his second option, Reese Kessel was running wide open down the middle of the field.
from the 39-yard line. New set of downs for the Bison. Peyton wants the deep ball this time. Overshot him. Was looking for Lance, but just too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, and he has this, and this is one Cole Payton's going to want back. A little switch route there. He had Bryce Lance started in the outside, just runs a little bit of a post, and he had a step.
Now, scheme after the win last week, so we've still got to figure out our tailback run game. They're going to throw again here on third down. Over the middle, incomplete. Bison fans want a penalty as Lance was down, and it's going to bring up fourth down. There's no flag coming.
Well, and it looks like, I don't know if you can see. You see the umpire right there in the middle? Can't see it right here, but I mean, it looked like he was reaching for a flag, and he just never threw it. Return touchdown at Youngstown State's been on the field the majority of the time.
Actually add in the halftime break, almost an hour here as they try a reverse on a jet sweep with Bryce Lance. Tries to edge his way forward. Been a quiet day so far for Bryce. He gets out to the 21-yard line before he's brought down by Parker Jacobs.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they react, as you mentioned, Dom, in real time.
Pretty good, though. They held Youngstown to 3 on that last possession. Here's Peyton. Try to slant throw that one. Incomplete to Lance. They're just a bit off here, and it's going to be third down and 5.
Yeah, you're right. We just haven't seen this really all season. Cole Payton to Bryce Lance, normally right on point. We saw him miss one earlier in the game. That's another one. Just, I mean, that's a tough throw, right? It's
for Youngstown on a third down and 3. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Peyton with time down the field for Bryce Lance, and he's got it. Lance down to the 20-yard line and a first down. That's a gain of 31.
Well, and that's the connection we're talking about. Again, not wide open by any means. Kind of throws it to that back shoulder with the defender all over him. We saw this a week ago.
Section 8AA championship last night and beating their rivals from Hawley. Second down and 1. Peyton sings this to Lance. Trying to get a block on the outside. He's got a first down. And the Bison are on the move here, down to the 6-yard line. Pretty as well, though in fact the Bison got 2 short fields to score touchdowns, but still under 250 yards. Here in the flat to Bryce Lance. Lance gets up the sideline for he's hauled down right. Maybe made a touchdown-saving tackle to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, once again, DJ Harris hangs on. I like this action. You see everything going away from you. It looks like a run all day long, and now you get one-on-one. Fortunate for Youngstown State. Potentially be a backbreaker when you get 3rd and 18.
Now from the Penguin 45. Again, a little bubble screen to Bryce Lance. He'll get a couple yards here. He gets out of bounds to the 43.5-yard line.
Yeah, Youngstown State does a nice job of rallying to this, but again, he does a nice job of getting out his hands so quickly.
No gain from Scott, the sophomore from Florida, brings up 2nd and 10. Peyton with time. Ball over the head of Bryce Lance. A little shove out of bounds from Scott as well. In the Valley, 2nd best in the nation. Peyton to throw forward on 3rd and a long 5. Looking for Lance downfield. Great high point of the football by the senior. Bryce Lance able to elevate over Johnny Wiltshire into Fighting Hawks territory.
This is why Bryce Lance might be one of the best players in the entire country. Plays like this, he's able to separate from the defensive back there.
Best drive of the game so far for NDSU. Their 3rd crack with the football. Peyton again out wide, caught along the boundary. Lance able to cut back inside and pick up what he can. A gain of 7 to the 31.
Play in any era. It didn't matter what year it was. He could play right now and be successful. Just a different type of athlete.
North Dakota State's offense back on the field after their defense stepped up with a massive stop. Bryce Lance improvising a bit as Peyton finds his main target all the way out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 28 after UND just missed a 20-yard field goal.
Well, Bryce Lance comes all the way across here. You're going to see him on the bottom of your screen, continues on his route. He's able to get his foot down. And
for the former West Fargo Cheyenne star, it's his backfield now, though. Penalty flags fly. It's going to be a false start against the visitors on 1st and 10.
False start, offense number 5. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Bryce Lance that time moving before the snap.
16 for Barica. Puts it out to the 38-yard line. Peyton will roll out here on first down. Floats one. That's caught. Guess who? Bryce Lance. Out of bounds at the UNI 44.
Well, it's such a well-designed play. You're going to put someone in the flat. You see tight end in the flat, and then you just fit Bryce Lance right behind the coverage.
NFL guys who were playing on the defensive line, not the caliber of players they have now. On 3rd and 13, Peyton sings it to Bryce Lance. He'll try to cut back up the field. He's going to be short of the first down. They'll mark him out officially at the 23. It's going to be 4th and 3.
Well, and trying that little stop route that they've done so many times. And this is a good job of Cole Peyton and putting it away from him. Unfortunately, it leads him away from the sticks, but single game we've seen him getting there. Obviously, the coaches really like what they've seen so far in film.
Fake here to Scott. Peyton wants the home run ball to Bryce Lance. He's got him. Lance down all the way to the 25-yard line. There's the home run hitter.
I'm a little surprised this actually wasn't called pass interference, but I thought a nice job here by Bryce Lance to fight through some contact. A good job by the offensive line. Look how much time Cole Peyton has back there. And then again, it's just kind of, well, 5's down there somewhere. I'm just going to throw it up and let him run underneath it.
Panther 14. Peyton surveys, wide open, Bryce Lance, touchdown, North Dakota State, back in the end zone, 9-5.
Great play call and design here from Dan Larson. They go short motor. You see Bryce Lance at the bottom of your screen right here, and then they go crossing routes, and everyone just gets lost. Again, crossing routes so tough against man-to-man coverage. They identified the coverage, man, and it creates a seam for Cole Peyton to get to that next level.
Be 3rd and 1. They'll throw. A little miscommunication there as Bryce did not break off. 2nd down and 9 from the Panther 18. Peyton goes to the corner. That's hauled in. Another run for Bryce Lance. He's tried to drag a couple defenders with him. Inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Cabral Martin made the tackle.
Oh, once again, a great check here by Cole Peyton, understanding that this is going to be a pressure. You see they got UNI to show their hand.
From the 44, penalty flag on the play. Free play here. Peyton will go to the outside. Lance will get out of bounds. Out at the 37. It's a 3rd down officially. Scoreboard here inside the dome is not updating as Lance makes the reception on the slant. They get the first down as Polisic onto the field to call a timeout at the 28-yard line with 8 seconds to go.
North Dakota State.
So the Bison will use their final timeout and set up Eli Ozick for a field goal.
I like competition. I think he's going to continue to do it until maybe he finds the 5 he wants.
3rd and 10 is to Bryce Lance trying to get up the field, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds about 2 yards shy. They'll mark him out at the 19-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down for the Bison from their own 19-yard line. It's the first time they've been in 3rd down yet in the game. Peyton wants a deep ball for Bryce Lance, and he's got him. Lance, see you later. 9-5 touchdown.
It's just becoming a little bit too easy. And again, I get to say it over and over again. This Trey Lance likes what he sees from his brother right there. You're going to bring pressure against NDSU. You better get home. And they almost get there for Cole Peyton. But then again, this is just too easy. Bryce Lance just absolutely running by everybody.
Left to play in the half. Bison have a timeout in their back pocket. Hayes to the outside. There's Bryce Lance, makes a cut. And he'll scoot out of bounds. Lance out of the 28-yard line, a gain of 16.
And you see why Bison fans are so excited about Nathan Hayes and his arm talent. This is not an easy throw. I mean, this is from one hash all the way to the far sideline. And then look at that nice little subtle move there from Bryce Lance.
Down to 20 seconds. They'll keep that timeout. Hayes to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bryce Lance. What a zinger from Nathan Hayes.
Well, and it's a great route concept, right? They sit Rajah Nelson down basically right along the goal line. You see, watch number 3. So he's going to sit down right around the goal line and pull those defenders off. And then Bryce Lance with the in cut right behind him, right? And he's able to win his one-on-one matchup. A great understanding of what they're trying to do.
Big, strong athlete, 233 pounds. Left-hander will come out throwing, pressure off the edge. He will take a shot, wide open, Lance down the sideline. Bryce Lance on the very first play, bang, touchdown. 78 yards. They dial up the 9-5 connection.
Double move, Sean. He takes it up to the house. You got to pay attention. You got to be on your keys, because if not, they go to the house.
Climbing down on the field earlier, and there were a lot of Bison fans wanting to get his attention and just reminisce, I'm sure. Taking a shot deep downfield, jump ball, and it's broken up beautifully by Wilson. He elevated that time, and he matched Bryce Lance, and that works out about as beautifully as it possibly could for Illinois State, because now they're going to get the football.
Well, and Cam Wilson, who got beat early but has been Johnny on the spot since that time. This is a nice job by Cam Wilson of climbing the ladder and just going up and beating Lance and substitute.
See if they try to get one more play off. They will. Cole Payton the throw, and he is going to dial up the deep ball. Incomplete. Good coverage again by Kuba as they were looking for Lance. North Dakota State history. They had an amazing stretch, 17-21, when they won 39 games. Bootleg. Payton will throw on the run, and it is broken up. Perfect timing by Wilson. Cam Wilson's made a couple really good plays.
He's playing all the way through against a guy that's such a good receiver. 25 just says, okay, I know we're behind, and I know you're going to Lance, but I'm going to fight this all the way to the end. Look at that.
Out of the bullpen, the junior from West Chicago, Illinois. On first down, sideline throw, slipping and falling was Lance, and he could not control it. Broken up by Kuba.
To Payton, it's a 2nd down and 8 from the Bison 27. Here's Barika Penu with his first carry. Nice cut there before he's brought down. Just like that, the Bison went from 3rd and 8 now to a 1st and 10 at the Penguin 22. To Nelson into the flat. He'll get to the outside before he scoots out of bounds. One of the first 2 possessions. On first down, Payton evades here, tries to get to the outside. Boy, Youngstown able to swarm there, drive him out of bounds. So we're under 9 minutes to go in a quick moving first half. 10-7, Penguins with the lead. Little end around here on the reverse to Jackson Williams. He's brought down. Penguins read that brilliantly. If you're trying to win this football game. On 1st and goal, here's Penu off the left side.
Keep them out of the end zone.
Bison Cohen quick here. 2nd down and goal. Penu tries to dance. What a move there from Barika. Can he use those legs forward? Touchdown, North Dakota State. Ball there on 1st and 10. Barika now up to 41 yards on the game. This play up the middle as Penu spins his way. We're having in the TV timeout about whether to decline or accept the penalty. We'll do that after this play. And look at this hole for DJ Scott. Right up the gut from the Penguin 43. Handed off to Barika Penu. Tries to get to the outside, and he did there. Boy, that play looked like it was going to get swallowed up. Gain of 11 on that run when they needed 5. Penu up the gut. Barika breaks through. Just a shoestring tackle away. Town 11-yard line. Clock running with 8.5 to go in the game. They'll go on the jet sweep to Jackson Williams. He meanders his way.
Had a great season so far for the Bison.
Empty back set, and it will be the senior from Omaha taking the direct snap and powering through for a gain of 7. Bryce Lance has been the star on this drive. 2 grabs for 33 yards, a couple of 3rd down conversions. It is Scott's, the stretch play.
Dakota State.
3 grabs now for 61 yards for Lance. Barika Penu. This Bison rushing attack. Drawing that assignment to the bottom of your screen against Lance on 2nd and 6. Penu on the stretch. Makes the first man miss. And he's in open space. Barika Penu inside the 30. Quarter for the first time today. Barika Penu off right tackle inside the 15-yard line. Payton and company now taking over from the 37. Cole Payton's going to keep this on the grounds. There's a late penalty flag. Now a couple come in.
For the redshirt freshman, Edey, that's 3 interceptions over the
last 3 weeks. Now they will hand the ball off, and you will see a lot of patience from this guy, Barika Pinu.
Get involved. Let me make it happen for you.
Stretch play to the boundary side. Good resistance this time. Stability, consistency at a high level. After the timeout, Pinu trying to escape to the corner, and he won't get there as gang tackling for Illinois State.
Come from the running backs.
Penu 7 carries for 29 yards in the first half, and they will go to the ground and look at the pursuit, the penetration by Illinois State. Matches on the mat. State finalists. Bryce Edwards. There's a few wrestlers on both of these squads. Cut back there by Penu. First play of this football game. Travis Niecamp's defense getting the job done. Scott over the right side trying to churn his legs and continues to fire blanks. 6 drives since the long touchdown pass to Lance. Penu trying to find any type of crevice, cannot. Been a little more relaxed as a spectator today.
Hey, like all former coaches.
This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall personality. This has nothing to do with the combine. It's everything to do with just the tape. How fast. This is literally just the tape.